Thanks so much for staying with the McAllen Cable Network. I'm your host, Roxanne Lerma. Well, today we are talking science, technology, engineering, and math. And who better to help us out with that than somebody from UTPA? Our very own Alyssa Reina, you are the events coordinator for the Community Engagement Department over at UTPA. And so today we're talking Hestec, and that's kind of the signature event for UTPA. So first off, if folks don't know what Hestec is, tell us about it.
Well, thank you for having me this morning.
Absolutely.
Hestec has been established since 2002, started, and it's in its 13th year. Hestec is a STEM initiative for Hispanics. Originally, Congressman Ruben Hinojosa wanted to, there was a low rate of Hispanics in the STEM fields, which is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So he established this program to try to promote these careers and topics to Hispanic students. Originally, I was part of the first cohort to attend Hestec as a student. Yes, I was. And then now, I'm working it. So it's been.
So obviously it works.
Yes. So obviously, it also promotes secondary education, and it's just a really great program for our students of the Rio Grande Valley and South Texas in general.
It's geared a lot more towards junior high and high school kids. So they come in and it's sort of a week-long program at UTPA. So walk us through the different days that the kiddos and the teachers and the parents get to be involved in.
Yes, well, we like to kick it off with Educator Day, which we do promote educators to go ahead and come in and visit our sessions that we promote for them in the STEM fields. Like UTPA is also starting its medical field next year. So this year we're kind of doing the STEM revolution, and it's kind of like a breakthrough for the university and Hestec. So we have our educators come in, they visit numerous sessions, and they go through them. Different sponsors and organizations come in, and they just promote secondary education and the topics of STEM, how to make them fun for students of the Rio Grande Valley.
And that's the big thing, because I've actually gone in to cover some of the sessions in the past, and our teachers, the educators, science and math ones, they really get hands-on, and they get to do a lot of fun activities. Like I've seen them, building rockets out of spaghetti and marshmallows and all these things that they can go and take back to the classroom.
On-hand exhibits is like what we like to promote for Hestec. So that's Educator Day. Then we run through Student Leadership Day, where we have high school students. Usually we follow our Gear Up cohort. So we have Student Leadership Day. And they do the same thing, they visit sessions, we have speakers that come in to promote secondary education for them, and they get to see the hands-on in STEM fields as well. So they get this experience and just promoting secondary and STEM fields for them.
So it's very interactive, because we've got like the planetarium, and I know some of our college kids also set up science experiments and whatnot for them to get engaged in.
Yes, we do have our science organizations, our student organizations that come in, and they they promote, they show them like we're part of UTPA, we have this is what we're in, look how you could turn on this exciting lamp with a bike.
Right.
So they get to experience that, and they have fun. The students, they get to see how fun it is, and it's not just numbers and formulas, there's actually something behind that.
Yeah, you're not just reading from a book, you get to ride a bike and turn on the lamp.
Yeah. And then we have, of course, Latina Day, which is on Wednesday. And, Latina Day promotes females.
Right, it's all about female empowerment, and this is like a mom and daughter type thing.
Yes, a lot of the times we've experienced mothers have a letting go of their kids going to college. Oh, we don't want Mija to go off, and but
keep them close.
Yes, keep them close. But we want to show them that females, it's important to have them in the STEM fields. Not only was there low Hispanics, but there was a very, very low margin of Hispanic females in these fields. So we bring down speakers that show, I'm Hispanic, I'm from the Valley, my mom had a hard time, but look at me now. I'm a vice president, CEO, or, I've made it through, and it's okay to let your daughter
you see a lot of engineers that actually came out of UTPA, and they're now with Lockheed Martin and Exxon and Boeing and all these big name corporations.
And then when you interview them, they come back and they're like, yeah, well, I attended Hestec, and I was able to, see that there's more to it than just formulas and numbers.
Yeah, okay.
So then we move on to Robotics Day.
Fun.
Very fun.
That's the fun part.
Yes, Robotics Day has always been one of our highlight events as well, because we have schools from the Rio Grande Valley. Even now, we're even expanding out to Corpus Christi and Alice. The schools are coming down to compete in this event, and it's, you know, a sumo robot competition between teams of students who build these robots. They program them, and then they come and they compete for first, second, and third place.
And it's no joke. It gets really intense, and
Yes,
the kids and the teachers, their sponsors are super into it. They take weeks, even months, building these robots.
Yes, the teachers attend their trainings, they get the kits, they take them back to the schools, and then it's so interesting when you see the students come back and what they build out of it. Like,
I couldn't do it. I mean, that's impressive.
Yeah, and then you have them, you know, on the computer, you know, programming, and it's really exciting. It's just, you could feel the energy when you walk into the field house.
Right.
You know, that's Robotics Day, and then we move on to, of course, Career Expo, which is on Friday for our college students. You know, we have our sponsors and businesses come down, and students get to actually go in and take their resumes and promote themselves to these businesses to hopefully get internships, job interviews, you know, just promoting what's out there outside of the Valley as well.
I've actually seen them interview on site, and again, these are all these big name corporations that UTPA is able to bring in, and they themselves are recruiting our own students.
Yes, which is really good, because then they leave, they come back, and we could use them for future events.
Right.
And, you know, it's just important to show our students, especially our younger ones, there's more. There's more than just here.
Right. It's a big, big world out there. Okay, and so then to wrap it up on Saturday is kind of the big event to wrap up Hestec, which is our Community Day. So what are the big highlights from there?
Well, Community Day, we do have a number of exhibits, kicking it off with the medical inflatables, which is new.
It sounds good.
Yeah, it's new. It's this traveling exhibit of these huge, you know, organ exhibits. They're big. They're probably the size of this room.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
And the students get to walk in them. They get to see, you know, the chambers of the heart. We have 4.
So you get to walk into a heart.
Yeah, you get to walk into a heart. We have the heart, the lungs, we have the brain, and a full body.
Wow.
So they're huge exhibits. You get to walk in them. You get to see the parts of the body from the inside out. And, you know, what is this on a, you know, on a heart? What's the problem here? And you get to take notes. Someone's explaining them to them. It's really going to be exciting this year.
So again, it's interactive.
Very interactive. We also have the Leonardo da Vinci exhibit, traveling exhibit coming in. You know, they're life-size scale models of his inventions that he created. So, I mean, I'm a big fan of Leonardo da Vinci.
Yeah, so they're going to get the cultural aspect as well.
Yes, and then all the engineering, and he was also big into anatomy, so it also helps promote our medical revolution coming out of this as well.
Okay.
And of course, we have Community Day. We have our student organizations out there with all the food booths.
There's plenty of food.
Yes,
there's a lot of fun for the entire family. Do you have a headliner yet?
Yes, we do.
Are we saying who it is?
Yes,
okay.
I am.
We're unveiling the big secret.
We do have a good lineup this year. Let me just go ahead and announce Laura Morano from Disney's Austin and Ally will be performing. Okay. So I know she's really big with our younger kids.
The kids are going to love that.
Yes, I mean, I've heard it everywhere from little girls to my nieces.
All our little teeny boppers.
Yes, and I'm like, oh yes, Laura Morano. They're like, oh my God, Austin and Ally.
Yeah.
So she will be performing on stage with a grand piano. And then of course we do have Signo, a norteño band, you know, for the parents and everything to bring their families. So they'll be our going on at, I believe, 9 o'clock.
So there's a little something for every age group.
Yes, there is. And then we have a great lineup of local bands, you know, your local favorites. So it's going to be really fun. And of course, always remember this is a free event.
Okay, so let's say that folks are tuning in, and I mean, the week is more for the kiddos and the teachers and the moms, but Community Day, if they want to find out more about it, is there somewhere that we can go, maybe a website?
Yes, you could visit us at hestec.org, www.hestec.org.
Okay.
And of course, you know, always at UTPA, visit our main site as well, utpa.edu. Hestec's on there. It's going to be exciting.
Okay, and what are the dates?
October 5th through the 11th.
Okay, so look into that. You can just get onto the UTPA page, or you can go to hestec.org to get all the information. We definitely want to see you out there on Community Day. Alyssa, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And we will continue to keep you informed of the Hestec activities. For the City of McAllen, I'm Roxanne Lerma.